It's called pot throwing, but it's really using your hands and water to mold and shape about 2 pounds of clay into something that resembles a bowl or pot.
Okay, so you get your thumbs in the center and you just make a divot and you just start to push down. And you always want to make sure that your hands are wet. If it starts to feel dry, the clay will pull against your skin. You don't want that, so just make sure everything's wet.
The St. George Rec Center sponsored this half-day event, allowing anyone to come in and try their hands at throwing pots.
St. George Museum and the Recreation Center have been hosting this event ever since it started several years ago. And we enjoy having the community and showing people how to throw pots and play in the mud.
Getting your fingers into the bottom nook and just kind of pulling outward.
And while this may look and sound easy, think again. Just like driving a car, it takes spinning the pottery wheel with a foot pedal. Not too fast and not too slow.
You get it to one speed and take your foot off, it has cruise control.
Oh.
And then...
I guess I need to go a little quicker than that, right?
Yes, about this speed.
I
I do not want to get in a car with you.
wouldn't want to get in a car with me either.
But they say anybody can do it, even if it's their first time.
And this is the first time you've done this?
Very first time. Yep. Hopefully it's going to turn out like a bowl.
Well, almost. Not everybody has success the first time around. Pot throwing usually takes a lot of practice and a bit of patience. Just ask Jennifer Bell, who's been making pottery and teaching classes here for 23 years.
I probably throw about 100 to 200 pieces every day, every month. And so as you do that, you get much better at it.
Some workers from the St. George City Utility Office showed up to give it a try.
We are actually in the utility department, so we were told to come here and, join in and get some pots going.
Welcome to our team building activity.
Pot throwing can also be a family event.
Well, we homeschool, and so we think it's just super fun to do things together, and I'm a professional artist, and so I like to expose the kids to as many art forms as possible so they can express themselves.
One thing about this kind of art, there's always room for trial and error, where you can just start over if it doesn't come out right. But after a bit of maneuvering and shaping for about 20 minutes, these brave pot makers come out with pottery pieces that resemble bowls.
I wanted to try something different. Wanted to help raise funds, and it was fun to do.
While some had great success, others ended up with a unique twist or two. But that's art, and it's all for a good cause.
So it's actually free to participate today, and then the $20 is for the soup and bowl. It's $20 for a ticket. You get to come see all these bowls when they're done, and then you can actually purchase your bowl that you make today, or you could donate it and get a different bowl if you want.
All proceeds from the Soup and Bowl fundraiser on March 4th go to the St. George Art Museum.
Yeah, it's a great fundraiser for the museum. It's the only one that we have every year, and I love it because it brings the community together. Everyone can throw a pot, and then they get glazed and they're beautiful, and you can pick whichever bowl you want to have your lunch in that day.
And if you missed this event, Jennifer says you can always schedule a class in the future.
Kind of a therapy. Your hands are in the earth, you're touching the mud. It's a lot of fun.
And who knows, you may soon be making all your own dishes in the future. From the St. George Rec Center, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.